Checking connection. I believe we are live again. Hello and good evening to all of you. I'm Patricia, Carolin, and dancer and choreographer working with my solo work control here at Kampnagel. For the ones that are here today for the first time, welcome to you. It's our 7th session today, so we made quite a way, I would say. And if I talk about we, I'm not alone. I have a fantastic team behind me. At all of them, there are 13 people. And one especially I like to mention that is exactly with us right now. His name is Patrick Rump, and he's a sports scientist and my private personal coach with me in my process. Patrick is also right now online with all of us in order to comment, to support, to answer questions. So, hello Patrick from Hamburg to Berlin. Nice you're here. Nice to all the others that you're here. And yes, what are we doing today? What am I doing here at all, actually? I'm working on the solo control. It's a self-experiment, and for 9 months in total, I am doing an intensive, exhausting training together with Patrick, but also alone. So, for example, at the moment, I go jogging every day, my hours here in Hamburg, next to my training that I'm doing at this spot, and next to my rehearsal, because actually I'm doing a piece. So in May, if everything goes on, we will pray for that, that we can have premiere in 27th of May with Control here at Kampnagel. So actually, right now, I'm in my rehearsal process. That is a huge thing between going to training, going to rehearsal, going to training, going to rehearsal in order to make a piece, but also to keep on training this body. So actually, very often I have to work with the theme, and this is also the theme of today, hold on. Hold on to something that is very exhausting, and also to something that is very much triggering your mind, triggering your sleep, triggering your body, your thoughts, your psyche. So it's very much about how you also mentally work on strategies in order to continue to work on your body every day. And during Corona times, to be actually able at the moment to be with one more person from my team in the studio and to coordinate and organize a lot of things. So very often I have the full exhaustion slapping me, telling me, do you want this? Why do you want this? Are you continuing this? How are you continuing this? And I'm confronted with exactly this question. And I really like this controversial within me. It's like to really think about what is actually triggering me in order to train my body to stay in motion and to stay active. And I can tell you, and maybe you know this as well, when you go jogging, when you do your training, that you feel happy, that you feel free within doing it, and also that you start loving the sweat, that you start loving your exercises. And what is actually triggering you in order to hold on? I believe that's a question that comes up more or less, not every day, but once in a while, maybe more often in certain times. And I really enjoy this idea of finding every day out about that, and really how can I concentrate on my training, and how is this actually also affecting my rehearsal process. So talking about exhaustion, last week, it was 1 week ago, last Thursday, we talked about how to focus on certain body parts. Since I'm working on a metamorphosis of my body, so a transformation to an androgynous body, I talked with you about the focus, and we made a nice training last time on our center. Let's call it nicely center, let's call it that. Let's really call it something that is like pushing you forward. And today, as I told you, wanting to talk and to work with you on the topic of hold on. Hold on is especially for me connected to exhaustional states. How can I lead my body into a physical exhaustion And how is this actually also transformed in exercises? For example, we worked on it one time that we made a fist and we really started to strengthen our arm, like to really exhaust our biceps. You remember this, maybe some of you. And maybe you also want to do it right now. So if you really make a fist and you start like taking a full fist, for example, for me, I feel my right hand is working much more than my left hand. And it's also shivering much more. I don't know if you can see this, I can feel it. So if you work on your body like every day, and this is also how Patrick is started with me in September to work, is that you have to exhaust your muscle in order to make it grow. So each time you go into the training, you really get your muscle into this shaky mode that the muscle is completely empty. And from this moment, you can like actually build up in order to build new muscle material. Taking the thought of exhaustion into the rehearsal process and also into a state of mind, it's very much that we started to ask ourselves, so how can you, within not using only jogging or using push-up positions in the rehearsal or for the stage material, for now I'm not so interested in that, but to find a translation for how can I lead my body through dancing, through movements, through changing levels, to a real exhaustion and to a body that is during or in a duration of time like really changing. So like this we can work on the words and on the state of metamorphosis. So really to make a step in something that is going on. And this state of metamorphosis, I really like to take further within the rehearsal process. And also because so many people, of course, ask me, so you do this project, so why are you changing your body and how is your body actually changing by now? It's, of course, always a present question. So if this question is asked to me today, you see me only today and you don't know what happened 7 months ago. So a metamorphosis is a thing that really goes into a state of time. And like this, we are at the moment very much confronted in the rehearsal process. Do we want to show a metamorphosis during the piece? So what kind of metamorphosis can in a 1 hour piece? How can you show the body from the past? How is this possible? How can you really look back? And the looking back is actually only possible through video or photos, yeah? So you will always have a new transformed body in May. Let's hope for May. And what I can say is that for me, the moment of talking about hold on and on having a goal, it's very important. Like if you want to achieve something, you take you write it down and you know exactly what you want. And for me, this something that I want is very much at the moment focused on the moment of premiere. So that's why it's a very delicate topic for me right now. Is the premiere taking place? Is it going to be cancelled? Is it going to be later? And this is also doing a lot to me, to my training, and also to my rehearsal process in my mind. And the mind, going back to that, it's so important during our exercises to tell us, are we continuing? Am I exhausted already? Do I want to stop? Why do I want to stop? So I like to quote Patrick that is always telling me if I'm going into my moods of drama or of I want to stop and I don't want to continue no more. Okay, take the drama out. Just do your training. Okay, just purely training. It's only focusing on that right now. And I enjoy this very much that it's such a simple word or such a simple sentence, but it's really helping in order to sometimes when you are in your exercises, when you are in your running, when you are in your today, no, I don't want to do it, that you just say, okay, it's just training, it's nothing more than that. Just do it. Just do it. Shutting up and doing it, that's also what we do right now. I hope Patrick is still with us. Patrick, for the ones that just clicked in right now in order to follow my training here, Patrick, my personal coach, my sports scientist, being live with us right now in order to answer your comments, to answer your questions, and also to maybe tell you more about what he built for me. I talked already about it last time. Maybe some of you have these cushions. Actually, some people wrote to us that they built this cushion and that they are very happy with it. If you want to get happy too with your cushion, ask Patrick how to build this something. I'm going to demonstrate it to you. This is a 15 kilo cushion. It's very good when you want to start running with some weight on you, as you see, and hear it in my voice. It's changing right away. So working and walking with 15 kilos. We will come to that for today. You can do many things more. For example, talking about holding on and sometimes not wanting to hold on. It's very nice exercise to like really throw it when you are to take it back up and start throwing again. This is a very nice workout for going up and down, and as well as training your arms in order to really push something away. And I can tell you, when you try it for yourself, it's something very relieving to let go of such a weight you're working with for quite some hours. So, letting it back there, we have our exercise today 5 times. You don't have to count, I will count for you and with you. But we will start with a good warm-up, okay? Having our skippings on spot where we are like really nicely warming up our joints and coming into motion. From then, we have 4 rounds of exercises. The 4 rounds of the exercise we do 5 times. We start with the sides. After the skipping, we start with a side plank, yeah? Holding 30 seconds. 30 seconds are over. We come into next exercise where we go into push-up position. There's 2 push-up positions you can do. Rather, the half version, you go on your knees, and we will go down for 7 seconds. 7 seconds down, coming fast up, 3 seconds rest. Coming 7 seconds down, pushing up, 3 seconds to change again. We do this 4 times, going down in 7 seconds, back up. This was 3rd time, 4th time, going down, 7 seconds, coming back up. For the ones, advanced version, you come in the full plank position, take your feet up, and you come, lower your plank, yeah, lower like really down. The cushion is in my headway, you can push it away, and holding on here, and coming back up. Also 4 times, of course, yeah? Having nice way for the belly to work, for the back to work, staying in the nice straight position. We did this the 4 times 7 seconds, easy, okay? From there we come on the other side of our plank, right side, coming up. Remember, we have the easy arm going, changing, moving, and so on. From here, 4th thing we do, we are running. For the ones at home having this lovely cushion or something heavy, you take your cushion and we start running with the cushion, 30 seconds, okay? And because we do 5 times, for the 2nd time we do this run, you can just start throwing. 30 seconds, throwing the cushion. 30 seconds, throwing the cushions. For the ones not having a cushion, you just keep on skipping and running on the spot, okay? I feel my heart rate already right now. So let's take it and let's start skipping. Just come a moment for warming up, taking your hands and circling. Yes, this circling is good. Just opening the chest and lift up your feet if you can. Good. Get a bit easy and circling hands. Good. Good. Come with your feet a bit higher. Think of your ankles. Really skipping up. Good. Turn your hands in the other direction. Good. Good, good, good. Hold on. You remember the topic? Hold on. Come on. And good. And also go for your shoulders. Try to coordinate the skipping and the moving of your shoulders. already. Get a nice controlled belly. Take your navel in. Continue breathing. Good. And shake out. Good. Another thing for the coordination, let's try that. I'm just inventing on spot, to be honest with you. We go front, you take your hands, and we have 8 times fist in and full hand out. Continue skipping. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and up. 1, 2, help, skipping. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and back. 1, 2, stay upright. 5, 6, 7, 8, and fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 4. Come and feel your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and shake. Shake. Keep on running. Keep on skipping. Take your knees a bit higher. Breathe. Hold on. Come on. Stay. Shake your arms. Really take your shoulders up to your ears. Good. And you know I like it, so I will do it. We take the hip and just have a moment of hip side. Good. One time a bit faster, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 again. 1. Come into plie if you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, and shake. Whoo. Continue. And we will start first 30 seconds going into side plank. Starting right now. Holding, move your arm. I hope Patrick is still with us. Patrick commenting, being with us. Take your arm up, nice side plank. Keep your muscles in the belly direction, like really keep tight. Hold in, like tuck in. Good. And another 5 seconds. Holding. Piece of cake, easy. Come into plank position. Decide knee or full version. And stay. And come on, go. 1. Go 7 seconds down. 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 Come up. Put it a bit higher. And go down. 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 Holding. And up. Good. 3 times. 3rd time. Push. Holding. Come up. Come on. 4th time. Hold it. Push. In. Go, 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 go. Down. 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 Good. This activity is completed. Come to second side plank right away. We hold another 30 seconds. Go. Holding. Move your arm freely. Tuck in. Strong belly. Strong side way. Nicely squeezing the muscle together. Belly. Strong back. 10 more seconds. You can also just keep your arm fixed. 3, 2, 1. Start skipping. Come on, come on. Take your cushion or go without. I want to go without you. And come. Skip. 30 seconds. Go. Take your arms. Don't forget your arms. Take your hands. Yeah. Move. Full body. Go. 15 more seconds. Come on. Run. Skip. For the ones with the cushion, run with your cushion. I will join you afterwards. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side position, bending. Second round. Holding. Keep your arm free. Nice side bend position. Keep your head in shape. Not sinking, not too much over. Same direction of the spine. Holding. Good. Keep pushing. Good. Come on. Hold on. And come to push-up position in the knee way or full. Hold your belly and go down, 7 seconds down. And up. Second time. And third time. Fourth time, come on. 7 seconds down. And come back up, good. Come to side position. We come to the second side and move up, come to your elbow, free your arm, or have a fixed position for your arm where you can stay in your stable, controlled position. Hold on, another 15 seconds, come on. I'm getting warm already, I hope you too. 5, 3, 2, 1. Take your cushion or keep on skipping. Take your cushion and we run. Come on, skip. Skip. Woo. Good. Skip, skip, skip. Take your legs up. Come on, take your legs up. Move your arms. I can't, but you can. Come on. Good. Another 10 seconds. 5. Good. And throw it right away. What's coming now? Third round, exactly. Go to your favorite side. Come up 30 seconds right now. Holding. Strong belly. Nice side plank. Good. Move your arm if you want to. This is the third round, people. You can do it. Come on, hold on. It's only 30 seconds. Piece of cake. Good. 5 more seconds before coming to push-up position. And go. Push-up position. Again, for your knees, okay? I do it once in the easy way. Let's go down. 7 seconds. Holding. Come back up. I do full version. Go down 7 seconds. Come back up. Third time. Come on. Go down. Fourth time. You can do it. Woo. Last time also come up before you lie. That's good for the last time in your arm. Let's start from now, 30 seconds. Push your arm, come up, work your side. And move your arm freely or keep it fixed. Don't forget about your head. Stay in a long line with your spine. Good, come on. Hold on. 10 more seconds. You can do it. Come on. Holding. Breathe. Hold on. We have it. Almost third round done. Woo! And relax. Come, take your cushion. For the ones having a cushion, throw it. 30 seconds. Come on. Throw it really far. Work your arms. The other ones skipping. Keep on running. Two more. Come on. right now. Holding. Come on. Hold in, hold strong. Hold your arm. Keep your arm free. Good. It's the fourth round. We can do it. Another 10 seconds. And one more push-up position. Knee or full weight. Try. Hold your belly, tuck your butt. 7 seconds down. Push up. And 7 seconds down. Holding. Come on, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last one. Push up. Good. Side position. Start now. 30 seconds. Move your arm. Breathe. Move your arm freely. Good. Let's do it. 30 seconds. Strong position. 10 more seconds. Come on. Hold on. Hold on. Almost done. Fourth round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to skipping. Skipping. Skipping or with your cushion. Come on. Almost fifth round. Let's do it. Yes. Come, 10 more seconds. Run. Take your feet up. Come on. Feet up. Up. High knees. Good. Come on. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Side plank. Fifth round. Push. Now. 30 seconds. Loose your arm. Concentrate on your breathing. Come on, last round. You can do it. Hold on. Good. Move. Keep tight. Take your belly in. Work your butt. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push-up position. Full or knee version. Come up and 7 seconds. 1. Come on, these are the last ones. Good. Third time. Squeeze your butt. I forgot about it. Go. Last time. Come on. Hold it. Good. 30 seconds. Other direction. Let's go up. And we start now. 30 seconds. Good. Breathing. Concentrate. Focus. Tuck together. Good. Move. Inner feelings. Come on. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On. Skipping. Last time. Come on. 30 seconds. With cushion, without cushion. Start. Come on. Let's get up together. Up, up, up. 30 seconds. Come on. Come, come. Move your hands. Take active hands. Active knees. Take. Come on, it's the last round. on shaking. Don't stop right away. Keep on breathing. Keep on shaking. Ah, good. Open your chest. Open your arms. Very nice. Good. Let air in. Keep moving. Moving in your joints. Moving in your shoulder. I'm a big fan to never stop an exercise right away. Always stay still in order to get your heart rate a bit down. Stay. Breathe. Hold on. Good. Very good. Whew. So actually, this was just the beginning, you know. This is just 5 rounds. I have to do from this at least 20 times. So, you know, you can always increase. You can always take this up. You can just take this as a fundament in order to keep on working and to maybe bit by bit start also to make more numbers. Go a bit higher. Maybe next week you can make 10 already. So I wish you fun with that. Hold on, okay? Stay safe and healthy. Take care of you. And I'm going to see you in the next week, coming Tuesday and coming Monday, of course. Next Monday. Today it's Thursday. Next Monday, it will be a surprise what we are going to do. I'm not telling today. See you Monday. Bye.